And what if you had the possibility to use a plugin that transforms the Premiere Pro transcript into spotting tools? For example, by giving it keywords, it could generate markers, labels, not on your sequences, but directly on your raw footage. Well, I'm very happy to introduce to you my new plugin, Verbatim Pro. I'm sure you can't wait to find out how it works. Come on, let me show you. So, of course, it all starts with a text transcription. Once the plugin is installed, you'll be able to, in the first step, simply enter the keywords. For example, here, let's add value category. And then I can click on search in the selected clip. It tells me that it found 14 markers, but more importantly, it identified for me with a different color each time the elements coming from category in red, and then the word value, which is identified by the green label you see here. In the case where the word appears several times in the same sentence, well, you can also choose by checking this box to put only one marker per sentence. Now, in the case of an interview, if you had several speakers, these speakers are simply identified, for example, as speaker 1 and speaker 2. An automatic transcription, which for now does not link these speakers to look up a specific name, but you will find a dedicated filtering section. For instance, as a quick example, in this interview, I ask questions, but only the answers interest me. So I will be able to identify, for example, speaker 2, who is the speaker who will provide the answers to my questions. Another advantage of Verbatim Pro is that it will allow you to place markers within your footage. All you have to do is simply to either select just the specific moments that you want to identify, otherwise on every single one of the checked boxes. And to do this, you simply click on this button, mark the checked. The red markers are associated with category, the green markers with value. And what's also interesting is that on each marker, you'll be able to see that in the comments box, you simply have the sentence in which this word was found. There is a particular case where you will also likely have placed your own reference markers. The tool will suggest removing the markers. And here you might think, well, the custom markers that I added will be deleted at the same time. Well, no. The button remove checked items will actually only handle the markers associated with the search results. Another feature, if you found it necessary to formally request a third party to place a specific order, specific markers in a particular clip, that person will be able to provide you with a CSV file that is time-coded, and that will allow you in Premiere Pro, quite simply, to successfully import this CSV file right now, and then integrate these markers. And if you should so desire, well, Verbatim Pro will allow you to go even further by offering you the option to tag your clips directly, quite simply, from the bins containing your footage. That is actually the job of my plugin, Tags Creator Pro. But to check for the presence of these words directly in the transcription done on your clips. And for that, all you have to do is click on the word tag, and quickly you'll see that all your clips are identified as consisting of containing only a single one of the words, or even both of them at once. There is also a button that allows you to remove them, and there is also a button that will let you can very easily add to a current selection. Every single one of the clips that have already been transcribed and on which you want to very specifically identify and tag each of these keywords. And exactly the same process applies here. Once all your clips are tagged, then you'll also be able to specify that some of them should not be. By checking the box here on selection only, you can click on the remove button. And finally, this plugin is simply available in 2 languages, French and English. And the advantage is that from one language to another, you'll be able to preserve the results of the searches you've done in your clip. So how do you find this Verbatim Pro plugin? Pretty cool, right?